Let's talk about the disturbing and dangerous silence around Thabo Bester, a violent serial rapist imprisoned for life who escaped in May last year, and none of us, let alone his victims, were told. Legal analyst says Bester's victims can sue correctional services for failing in their legal duty to keep him locked up. We were told he died in a fire, only to find out he hadn't when pictures emerged of him shopping. How did authorities think he was dead in the first place? Crime investigator Chad Thomas says Bester could have relied on the countrywide DNA backlog, knowing that authorities wouldn't find out for a while that the charred remains were not his. Thomas says the private security company and correctional services were incompetent. And then, in another twist, the brother of a woman believed to be involved with Bester now believes their lives are at risk. A year ago, he posted on Facebook claiming his sister used her medical practice to launder money, and that post has since been deleted.
I'm willing to give any information I can give to guarantee my protection and especially my family. I don't care about myself, but my family and especially my 4-year-old son who's roaming with me, who can't even go to school because of what's happening.
A concerning crime trend is emerging in Nyanga, Cape Town. Criminals are targeting e-hailing drivers and social media users looking for a deal. They lure their many victims into the area, and when they get there, rob them. Last year, a 51-year-old man looking to deliver a TV he'd advertised was stabbed to death. Criminals are using sites like Marketplace to target their victims. Police are warning people to be careful. In Port St. John's, more than 500 people are displaced or homeless after devastating floods there. This was the scene on Thursday when the rain started. Residents knee-high in water, belongings strewn everywhere. This 72-year-old woman has been unable to access her local clinic for her medication. Her home is among the worst affected. The President, Cyril Ramaphosa, will visit the area tomorrow. And more than 200 people are homeless after a fire in Cape Town. These were the scenes in Imizamo Yetu, informal settlement, in Hout Bay last night. Investigations into the cause of the fire continue. Thankfully, there were no fatalities or injuries. 1 week on, and some Johannesburg residents still don't have any water. I mean, can you imagine what that's like? This outage is affecting thousands of people across parts of the city with no clue when it'll end. Residents say they cannot afford a system failure like this one ever again.
I went to a friend who had a borehole, so I was able to use that to, a sponge bath.
To buy filtered water was extremely expensive, especially with shops charging 50, 70 rand for 5 litres of water.
There's really no warning of it whatsoever, and I don't think it's fair on the population, and I don't think it's fair on the ratepayers of any municipality.
29 water tankers have been deployed to help. Yesterday, the city promised to spend 402 million rand towards water infrastructure to ensure that taps don't run dry again.
Work will commence in May 2023 for 18 months at the cost of 292 million. New connection from rainwater to supplement supply to Crosby Reservoir. The project will commence in July 2023 for the duration of 14 months and will cost 80 million.
More drama in the Tshwane Council. Less than 2 weeks after being elected Speaker, Ngedi Mzwanana faced a motion of no confidence today. The motion was brought through a petition which was signed by 108 councillors from the DA-led multi-party coalition. They hold most seats in council, so let's see how that played out.
And I noticed that close to 10 signatures did not meet the signatories that my office have records. Based on the above explanation, I am of the view that the petition does not meet the minimum requirements as set out in the legislature. Then that means this meeting is illegal.
trade union Hey2 has accused the government health department of exploiting healthcare workers at public hospitals. The union held a picket saying nurses at several medical facilities are overworked and underpaid, while there's a gross shortage of staff. It's calling for urgent intervention.
So we are here to hand over the memorandum. What we are actually complaining about is the issue of the gross shortage of staff in our healthcare facilities, public healthcare system in particular. The Department of Health in Gauteng, all we want is them to retain all COVID-19 contract workers. They must hire permanent all EPWPs and end the contractual obligation of security guards. We all want nursing agencies to let's all do away with nursing agencies. Everyone who's employed under a certain contract must be employed permanently because these people are needed on the ground.
And if you're a skinny dipping nudist fan, this is for you. A dating site has ranked the top skinny dipping beaches worldwide and then had a look at the nude beaches available here in South Africa. So here are your options. Mapinjati Nature Reserve in Port Edward, the Otter Trail coastline in the Tsitsikamma National Park, Jonkerhoek Tweede Waterval in Stellenbosch, Sardinia Bay in Gqeberha, and of course Cape Town's Sandy Bay. The list was created by dating reviews website mydatingadvisor.com and considers a few key metrics for skinny dipping: friendliness, pollution, blue flag, status, safety, whether there's lodging available, and of course, and most importantly, the temperatures in and out of the water. Happy dipping. See you tomorrow. Like and subscribe.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.